let's do it. Before hip-hop, I always like to believe in it, even before my identity intended to be a writer guiding a novel independently. Known to some of my best friends as intensity, contained the best interests, you see. A project I would have liked to leave eventually to bookcase of destiny. Written in beds, desks and cities, a mission eventually reached 10 degrees. Passion so hot the first chapter alone reached another radius of 10 cities. However, there were demons inhabiting me, you see, and I couldn't write this intensity without its sentences tending to need. And the menace of being independently better than prejudiced editors could have ever dared to believe. But since the venomous predators me, how could I do? How could I believe? It was planted in all of its arm in the seas, in the form of the science critique, growing into forest and trees inside the forest of Dean. And I couldn't get past the characters who average had to be right because I was so much of an amateur. We got Ashley Summers, a stuttering stunner, whose personality was so consistent it flowed like butter. And then we had Brad Martinet, you see. Right. Then we had the Brad Martinet, the bachelor who's hard to get, a lecturer who wants to be a wannabe architect. His psyche is full with all of the harsh regrets, but if you come on with him, you find that you can't regret him and his psychic character, because it's so much, it's like that of a chiropractor, in the sense that he'll knock my spine right. I made Intensity's spine flicker all night, because I rewrote it like I was devoted, but I couldn't laugh because I ended up choking every time I was trying to sense something. One of my deepest, darkest secrets came from a divine intervention. There's no Dean, you can't write this shit, you got nothing, you can't write these lyrics either. What, how can you compare intensity and these lyrics together? Oh my god, that's heaven. So that's why I stayed up from here to 7 AM, writing Intensity's lyrics again and again, and turn it into a rap which I'm composing right now, which I hope to display to a crowd eventually on Sunday night. You see, right, I'll be trying to make this lyrics and try and make them packed tight, but I can't do that because I'll hang like stalactites hanging from the wall. All the caves explore, right? The characters, they like to see the denizens, but to me, they're just another group of residents in the neighborhood of my characters. But why do I say character so much? Why am I rhyming character so much with another word? Is there some sort of Freudian slip I'm trying to equip, trying to restrict? But I can't do that because I end up being inflicted like convicts. I thought erotic then, my fellow MC named quixotic, but no one knew who he is, in the same sense that no one would say if I said convict. The word was censored, you see, because if I said it, then it would defeat the point of Intensity's credit. Saying the word inflicts you with psychological disorder that would bring you around your mothers and daughters together into one, you see. The consciences that were practically separate entities are brought together heavily. They become something more incredibly enemy. I'm not making sense again. So, this is the consequence of your knocks, delivering things out of the box, paradoxically unorthodox, knocking the rocks. That's probably the reason I'm suffering from some sort of writer's block right now. That's right. The knocks is relevant to real life. This is actually non-fictional. Part of the Intensity's plot is actually indescribable. I can't think of the words. Is it the fact that my knock is absurd? Is it the fact that it's almost so deceased that I can only see it in those demons and dreams? Is it the fact that my knock is so unprepared that if I try to bring it out, it's too scared for a confrontational against me? The writer who even composes energy ends up focusing for 10 seconds or 10 minutes, and so much that is always infinite. But now I can't do it because I'm too inhibited and restricted by the deficit of my witnesses. I treat my friends like they're businesses, but I can't sell them or buy them, they're not commodities. And even though I know those particular oddities, I've got those who are willing to stand with intensity and willing to guide towards his destination, destiny. And inside of their identity, if people tend to question it's the propensity, because I've got 10 pence to dispense, you see. Enough to dispense the critiques, but not enough to make sure that I don't see. In a bleak perspective, I've rejected intensity so much if I performed deception, incepted myself and decepted my health. I find nothing but a wealth of berries or spell across the garden of my own reverie. So I might try to attach my own memory. I can't find it, the delivery's too powerful. So I was trying to get a mouthful of these poisonous berries that apparently would improve my diction, but I couldn't do that because it would lead to infliction, conviction, and then I ended up addicted. I mean, why did that? That's just conflicting morals. I mean, something that should be good for your health should of course be taken in abundance of wealth. Surely something like this could improve your greed. I mean, it's almost called intensity for a reason though, so I don't know why. But I don't know about liking my great reasons to the sky. Just like Sol White or Luna White, but they're not Luna right because I had when they rewrite, they were cancelled out, killed off in an instant. Imagine if that happened in real life, it'd be brilliant and also hideous at the same time, because that means two lives could never rhyme.